So this is actually a case between Peter Obi and Deborah Olorunlogbon. And the court ruled in favor of Deborah Olorunlogbon. If the argument here is that the verdict should have favored Peter Obi, that is a different analysis. But here, coming out to say that a property was demolished without any court order, make sense. And this is exactly why Buhari called some Nigerians lazy. You all are too lazy to use your logic. Leaders of tomorrow that are so lazy to even use their intellectual ability. Why won't the older politicians always do what they like when a lot of you cannot stand on logic? And at the end of the day, when you see a content creator that has a platform, you want them to join you to push unnecessary propaganda, which I would never be part of. Can you all see the court order? So apparently this case has been in court, and the verdict was in favor of Deborah Olorunlogbon. This case has been in court since 2023. And I said in that video, how will they demolish a house? Now, let's now break it down. That they are trying to attack Peter Obi because he ran for president. Do you think Peter Obi is a baby in Nigeria? Do you know the political weight that Peter Obi has? Do you know that Peter Obi, as he did like that, nothing must touch Peter Obi? So the government will not even do that to Peter Obi. The government will not attack Peter Obi unnecessarily when they don't even have any solid backing. And now Lagos State is even saying that they don't have anything to do with the issue with Mr. Peter Obi and Deborah Olorunlogbon. And a lot of you were in my comment section cursing una mama, cursing una papa for my DM. I am not lazy like you. My father spent money to send me to school, and I have to make use of my brain. I'm sorry if you don't use your own brain. I use my brain. And anytime you see me make any analysis, is from my logic. I could be wrong, like I always say in my video, but I will always use my logic than to join any social media propaganda. Can you all see the
by Peter Obi? It shows clearly that there's a dispute over that property.
Somebody that just emerged.
Somebody went to court.
Because the owner of the property has, he has owned the property for about 15 years.
You could own a property for 30 years.
And then all of a sudden,
let me tell you,
you could own in less than a week, an individual emerges and says he owns the property, and then a court injunction. The optics looks bad.
But that does not mean that if you have a suspicion, that is the fact. What I'm saying, I don't know nobody for the state government. Listen,
nobody has put this on the table of the state.
Let me tell you.
No, but no one has put this on the table of the state in the first instance.
Let me explain.
Go ahead.
What I'm saying is that the fact that you own a property for 50 years, if there is a dispute and there is a court judgment against you, you vacate that land. So it's not a question of how many years you have been on the land. I know, I'm sure that you are aware that even in Lagos State here alone, there's a community land that they went to court, and look at Magodo. If not that they settled out of court. You know how many years they have been building in Magodo before the original owners came?
Absolutely. But we also know that with a court injunction, you'll be given time to move your properties out. That's another issue here. They were not allowed to move properties. The building was brought down on the properties.
Now,
it doesn't look good.
Let me tell you. I'll give you an example. When they came to execute court judgments against me when I was MD of leadership, they didn't give us notice. Once that judgment is passed, at any point in time they can come. And when they came, they didn't come with bailiff alone. They came with thugs. Because at that moment, you cannot challenge them. What we need to find out now in this matter is, if we have all the papers, we have reporters there that can go and investigate this matter. Let's find out if it's one party against the other. Once they get all the right judgments, they don't need to consult anybody before they come to demolish.
Okay, all right. Now, what shall it profit you as a government that you as a government will discourage your citizens from coming back to invest in their country? What shall it profit you to disencourage development and encourage underdevelopment? What shall it profit you as a government that you will demolish a house all because of political gain, all because somebody contested an election and you decided to fight the person by demolition of property of over 15 years just because the person contested presidential election and decided and is intending to go for more, what crime have Peter Obi committed that you will demolish the property of his brother just because you want to fight him? What are you encouraging? Don't you know that there are investors that want to come into your state? There are investors that want to come into the country, but they are currently scared because they don't know the fate of what they are coming to invest. Do you know that there are diasporans? There are a lot of people in outside the country, Nigerians, that want to come back to this country to come and invest, create employment opportunities for the people of this country. But they cannot come back because one, the economy is not stable. Number two, the government is not even giving assurance of protecting your business when you come and invest in a business in this country. Look at what you are doing. How can you wake up, demolish a property without prior notice, without a court order? When the man is asking them, telling them who sent you, they don't even know who sent them to come and demolish the house. There is no order. He even gave his number. I say, call me. Let the person give to the person that sent you to call me. The person, no call he received till now. What have Peter Obi done? Is it because he contested? Me, I don't like play your politics, but don't do it like this. What you have done to this man is simply out of, it's what they call war crime. If it's just the Western world that they are fighting, what you did to Peter Obi is war crime. Yes. How else would I describe it? This man have not done anything. You are even supposed to commend this man. There will be flood that will happen in Niger State. Peter Obi have gone there. He is not the president, but he will donate money to them. Something will happen in Jos. He will go there and donate money. If he's a selfish man, he will use that money to enjoy himself and nothing will happen. Heaven will not fall. But this man has been a selfless man. The least you can do for him is to respect him and give him that honor. He didn't commit a crime to contest as president. It's his fundamental human right to contest. So why are you using that against him to go and demolish the property that belonged to his family? With no reason, nothing, you just come and pull it down. What are you encouraging in this country? Are you encouraging investors to come in to invest, or you are chasing them away? It's not fair. At the end of the day, let us all remember that we came in this world without anything, and we are going to live without anything. You are going to give an account of everything you do when you stand before the Maker. Yes. So tell yourself the truth if what you are doing is right. If I talk, they will say, Malan Shaib is on the talk. Every time he decide Peter Obi. Because the man is a good man. And I bring you breaking news. My name is Malan Shaib. Google me if you like. Don't Google me. That is your business. But see, everything I have said is allegedly, allegedly.
I've been telling myself that Nigeria is definitely going to get better. But with the kind of comments I'm seeing under Peter Obi's post from young people, I don't want to sound tribalistic. Let me just use the word from young people. I don't think Nigeria will be better in our generation. I don't think so. Now, Peter Obi was saying that the kind of bullying that he had received since he came out to contest for presidency, that it is too much. That he's not thinking, what happens to the average Nigerians? If a high-profile personality like him in Nigeria, he and his family can be going through that kind of stuff. What happens to the normal average citizens? And you know what? I expect every young Nigerian to be able to relate to what Peter Obi was saying. But lo and behold, come and see comment section. It has happened to other people. Why are you the only one crying? Some persons are saying in the comment section, I think that say that Igbo people get Lagos. How come this happen? And I'm asking myself, is this even what we are supposed to be talking about right now? Somebody is complaining that
his younger brother's business property, where they use money to build company where don't they there, then demolish and without prior notice. And even when they were making so much effort to at least try and talk to somebody to know why the property is being destroyed, nobody's talking to them. It was just a move, a malicious move to harm, like to make Peter Obi upset. They're just trying their best to make sure this man doesn't even have the courage to come up again to say, I want to contest again in 2027. Because when he sits down and begins to think about what he has gone through so far, since after 2023 presidential election, he wouldn't even want to go through such rigorous process anymore, such bullying, such hate, such resentments that he has been getting from people so far. I mean, this is not the first time Peter Obi is coming out to say sometimes he will go somewhere, they will snub him. Look at the other day, he wanted to go to Benue to see IDP camp, to talk to the children, to give them at least some kind of assistance. They stopped him from entering the state. He was complaining the other day when he went to which country like that, Nigeria were playing football. The players wanted him to take pictures with them, but immediately, whether the coach or something came, he made a call and he said, no, nobody's allowed to snap with Peter Obi. Just because this man came out to contest for election, to make Nigerians' life better. And then you have people in the comment section who are supposed to be like, okay, what this man is saying is true. If it can happen to Peter Obi, now you know what can happen to. Imagine say I get small money and small 5 million, say make I take go buy land for that Lagos. My mind don't go there at peace. And we have people supporting the lawlessness of this government. See, I don't want to sound tribalistic, but we need to use our head. If not, you see the redemption that we want, it won't happen in this generation. It won't happen. That's how most of you will suffer till you buy. Because most Nigerian youth no like progress. They don't like progress. See comment section. Then they against Peter Obi. Is Peter Obi the first person complaining of how lawless Nigeria is? Yeah, where they are demolishing people's properties? Ha. What did Peter Obi do now? Because the guy say making try to say, okay, if Nigeria feel better, is that his crime? Anyway, my advice. If you know say you know be from Lagos or you know be people from that side, no they invest in Lagos again. I know say Lagos. I know say the main reason why people they like to invest for Lagos now because of its easy accessibility and now business hub. But at the end of the day, after investing millions, getting property, starting your life, the next day you will wake up because say you know they move with the current political party or the current government. They will not be making malicious moves against you, wicked moves to try and ruin your life, you know, to try and render you useless. Your source of livelihood, they want to destroy it. It's better you go to your own state. Make everybody go they establish for their state. Small, by the grace of God, development will come each state. If you be Igbo person and you know say you dey lag, don't invest in lag. Don't invest in land. Don't go to buy property for them. This is just my advice. So because the kind of comment when like I said, I'm not a tribalistic person. I don't play the tribal card. Because I'm somebody that I am learned and I have traveled at least to see what is happening in other nations. And I don't want to come and be like, okay, like no, but the way I'm seeing comments, it's not gonna get better very soon. How can Peter Obi complain about how people are demolishing property without even prior notice to the owner? Person go to imagine say his younger brother not there Nigeria. You know say he get business property for Lagos. Only to your year one money say they don't demolition. Do you know that can buy somebody? And because it is Peter Obi, you people are happy. God forbid. Go and establish in your state. Oh, that's just my only advice. I think say na Igbo people get Lagos. Is that supposed to be so? Like at the read comment, they piss me off. One I go get sense. And I will see they say, if they say that outside country, you can't live in outside country with this kind of tribalism in your heart. You will not survive it.
It's very crazy. This started happening while APC, the current administration, took over power. So many things have changed. Yes, so many things have changed in the sense that so many people properties has been revoked. So many people properties has been destroyed by the elites using power to oppress others, to take their properties forcefully. Peter Obi is complaining about his brother whose property was illegally destroyed under a court warrant that has no personal details or authorizer details. You don't understand? Because I see no reason. Say you go get your own property and you go just wake up one day, just see bulldozer, they go start to demolish your property. After you don't spend so much amount and so much years to acquire this property, within a trickle of an eye, your property where you don't suffer for years, acquire, you go just go down. If you know say man person no bill for that kind of place or for any place, why will you in the first place as a state government or as a government give person documents authorizing the rightful ownership of that property before at the end later you go come destroy? And when you want to come destroy that property, it might be maybe a 1 week notice. Property when person take 100 years don't labor, you go want take 7 days, give the person notice, make it quit that property. Shey e dey okay? Which kind of government would they get like this for Nigeria? As it be like this currently, like this now, even the rich, wey don't get money, they still they suffer am. Because so many rich men wey get money well for this administration like this, they don't bring them down. Just because they don't belong to their own political party, or just because they don't dance the same dance where they dance. Now there you go, no say Nigeria, they're very lawless. Nigeria is one of the craziest country where I don't see say law no they work. Law they only work for poor man. But for rich man or rich man picking, law no they ever work. Now then get the law.
Lagos is supposed to be the state that every other state in Nigeria would look up to. But it seems like Lagos as a state is operating on illegality. In fact, Lagos' existence is existing on illegality. Now, it is painful that we have Yorubas, some of these Yorubas, supporting Tinubu. Now, there is one thing is there to support Tinubu. There is nothing to support with common sense and condemn something when it is evil. And it is painful that we have some of the elderly ones from this Yoruba extraction supporting Tinubu with their sense shut off from reality. It's painful, you know. I want many of you should just bear with me. This video is going to be a little bit long. I will play a video so you understand what I'm talking about. But let me say this. You guys should know that Peter Obi is not your regular politician. Peter Obi is also not your regular Nigerian civilian. Peter Obi has been a billionaire before he became a governor. If this kind of thing should happen to Peter Obi's own family member, mind you, Peter Obi is not a small person. He has contested as the president of Nigeria, meaning that he is nationally known by many politicians or even business people outside the shores of Nigeria, whether I would like it or not. And if this kind of thing is happening to Peter Obi's own family member, his own brother, what do you think this optics is going to send to international community? Because now Peter Obi is now on China's TV, is now on every news media, and possibly this would have gone to international news media that a presidential candidate in Nigeria, his brother's property was demolished for no just cause. Now let me tell you where the optics is bad for regular Nigerians. Imagine if you don't have the availability or the money to be able to access mainstream media like Peter Obi has done now in these few hours when this thing happened to his brother. Imagine if it is you poor, wretched Nigerians supporting Tinubu and this illegality. Tell me who won't cry for you. Who is going to cry for you if this kind of thing will happen to you? You low-life Nigerians that are supporting this illegality. And the video that I'm going to play, like you see the other useless Yoruba man supporting this nonsense without common sense, with his hair that was shaved below, maybe they shaved the brain joint too. So imagine if they demolish the house that your father left for you, the only thing your father left for you to survive, they demolished it. Tell me what you are going to do. What are you going to say? You see, Nigeria is not existing as a country of illegality, whether we like it or not. And this illegality is what Peter Obi wants to come and take away. But many of you have said, no, I don't want illegality to go. We are enjoying it. It should be there. So let me tell you one thing, and I will keep on saying this prayer. Those of you supporting Tinubu and this illegality of a government, may Nigeria happen to you. Nigeria will happen to your family. Nigeria will happen to your full lineage. Yes. Yes. This is very disgusting. I've gone to different lives today, and I've seen some useless Nigerians making excuses that Peter Obi, this or that one, stupid excuses. Do you know how bad it is for somebody of Peter Obi caliber? This kind of thing is happening to him. So what will happen to you low-life motherfuckers supporting this government?
Let's be honest. In a country where thousands of illegal structures exist openly and are rarely touched, demolishing a property tied to the family of one of Nigeria's most prominent opposition figures raises serious red flags. Why now? Why him? Why this building? If the government claims it's enforcing the law, then the law must apply to everyone, not selectively to political opponents. The same zeal used to demolish this property should be applied to the dozens of structures owned by politically connected elites who have flouted planning rules for years without consequence. Instead, this action feels suspiciously targeted. Why do these demolitions always seem to happen when someone falls out of political favor? This incident goes beyond just a building. It speaks to the broader issue of how state power is often used not to protect the people, but to settle political scores. It undermines trust in governance and breeds resentment in an already divided nation. Peter Obi's growing influence and rising popularity clearly threaten the political establishment, but using state resources to send the message to him or his family is not only shameful but dangerous. Democracy cannot survive in an environment where perceived opposition is punished rather than engaged. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel.